Yeah. Bullet bill? Nope. 6 mushrooms! So many freaking mushrooms. Okay, someone's screwing with me at this point. Someone is screwing with me at that point. Did anyone else see that? How many mushrooms was that? Okay. Well, there goes 1. There goes 2. There goes 3. You know what?
Is it a chair now?
No, it's still a box.
Yep, it's still a box.
That's interesting.
Very nice box.
How is this? Is this the box?
No, not your knife.
Oh,
No, there is no box.
You're checking out your knife that you dropped on the ground.
Wow, so...
Well, you've broken both taunts by putting the worst of both worlds into each other.
Wow. I'll just...
The knife is floating.
I hope one of y'all are recording.
Yes,
this.
no, I am.
Yeah, Prize is streaming all this.
Yes, I'm on. I'm live on stream, so yes, you get the. So we get to enjoy the knife walk.
Oh God.
Spy's walking his knife. His knife needs to go out for a walk.
How is this? This is the wad of money. Does that look normal?
Let's ghost faced. No. See, look at that. It's just like, hey, I'm here to... Oh, let me not. I'll let him get his spooks in. I won't look. See, like there. That was just me going, hey, would you like the point farm? No. And then he leaves. Fair enough. I count that as a friendship. I asked the question, he said no, we move on.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a greater supply, so here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spot.
Okay, that is wrong. You should not be able to spawn in the same area as the survivors.
Bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
That's wrong. Stupid. How are you supposed to handle that? Because you go and you grab a civilian and you're down immediately because he's right next to you. Either hides and gets you, or he just runs and gets you.
Could be trouble.
Obviously, this is a you problem that I need to solve, apparently. If you sit on this thing like a good boy. Now, drive! How he pick up the Dragon Ball I dropped.
How dare you blame me for a fool? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is he just goofing?
The Ginyu Force won't tolerate insults from scum like you. Oh, this is a nightmare. We're completely helpless here.
Oh man. Look at that! Friendship! Friendship!
We're the Ginyu Force, the most elite warriors in the galaxy. Let's show this clown what we can do.
Leave me alone. Leave me
Go,
alone.
Moody, go!
He's right in front of me. I don't know why you're telling me go.
Go, Moody, go! Crawl!
My guardian Bill. No. What?
Don't do that. No, buddy, don't. Don't do this.
Is it gonna just drop me?
Please put her down.
Moody!
Put it down.
Moody!
Okay.
There you go, trainer. Oh. There are fish on the docks! What the heck? Look, guys, we have whales! What? No! It's okay, I'm a Martin. Everyone loves Martins. Hey, grab from the water. Yep. Called it. Quick, after him. It's my industrial strength hair dryer, and I can't live without it.
Oh, that's a comfort. I do not want to fight there right now. Oh god, everything is chasing me.
I got followed. Oh, they're gonna get that stuff.
No, they're not. Ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Hello, hello everyone, Ham. We made it to Friday. And that means it's time for Fiesta. Fiesta Fridays. We're seeking to wrap up our third and final Fiesta run for the season. Because, you know, we should be wrapping this up today, and I really don't think we can squeeze in another run in the 2 weeks before the season's over, unless I was basically doing nothing but this for the next few streams.
But that's fine. I mean, we got 3 good runs beforehand. One was full clear. You know, got rid of everyone, including Omega. This one we got the double crown, and I feel like we're gonna have a double crown with this one. Once we get things sorted. Yeah, I forgot I had set up shop here. I think I'd already gone in. Okay, I'd gone shopping. We've been to. I think we picked the lamp. Got the lamp. Got the Mirage Vest, even though no one's using it, I think. Yeah, there it is. And we made sure to rob Greg both times we saw him. We're able to see him thus far, so... That all seems correct. We just require... these. This is exactly what we needed. No, we, to beat Shinryu, we need a source of Berserk. And with this team makeup, it's once again falling on the Wonder Rod. So we need to get ourselves into Fork Tower. That seems about alright. So, fun fact about this, this run. Just like a weird fun factoid I think folks will enjoy. My sibling is doing their first Four Job Fiesta run. And they're doing a normal run. But the jobs they got were quite interesting. First job was Thief. Second job was Time Mage. Third job was Ninja. Fourth job was Dancer. So they basically got the more or less the exact same lineup I did, but swapping Time Mage for Black Mage. Which I find very funny. But it does mean that because of this, that I was able to give them some decent advice for this run. I might actually have to AFK for a second. My stomach is apparently deciding it wants to be a problem still. Not quite the way I wanted to start this off, but you know, considering that we had just settled down to start playing. But you know, sometimes your body doesn't want to listen to you. Let's at least grab the chests first. I think I can muscle through that a little bit, just so we get some progress before I immediately just disappear again. And once again, I have completely forgotten, the prepper switch orders to go to the various places and went straight for the correct answer at the start. I'm skilled like that. It's gonna be a good start of a good stream when your stomach starts bothering you, just as you're setting things to go live. Let me out. Ow! You deserve this. Sword Stance with a chicken knife does, yes. Because, full power chicken knife is no joke. I need to step away for a second. Stomach is bothering me. But I'll be back with, some fun information. You know what they say. It's not a stream if there's not some scuff involved. But yeah, so to kind of explain dance and its power for those who are not quite as familiar with how it works. When you use it, there's 4 moves it can choose. Jitterbug, which is the HP drain. There is... Sorry, I feel like there's hidden traps somewhere around here, but I'm blanking on what they are. Also, we should probably switch over to the full screen at some point. Ow! Oh, yeah. I love that for me. Full screen. Okay, so... Pick up crowd because they, you know... insta-confused and cause problems. Jitterbug, I don't remember the names of all of them, but there's basically one that drains HP, one that drains MP, Mystery Waltz, so Jitterbug and Mystery Waltz. There's one that causes confusion. And then there's Sword Dance. And Sword Dance is obviously the one you usually want. To help with that, there's specific equipment for Dancer that makes it so you get a better chance of hitting Sword Dance. I believe the actual mechanic is it pulls one of the moves out of the pool and replaces it with another Sword Dance. The items that do that is the Rainbow Dress, Lamia's Crown, Red Slippers, and the Man-Eater. Of course, in this situation, we want the chicken knife. Well, in this situation, we want ribbon, because it's another thing that only dancers can use, but it gives you, you know, resistance to all status effects, so that's worth it. And there's no accessory better than Hermes sandals. Shandals? The Hermes sandals! They're so nice, the Hermes sandals! I love those! Because, you know, haste and all those other benefits that it provides. So reasonably, you're probably going to just have the rainbow dress and potentially a man-eater if you have someone else who is better suited to holding the chicken knife. The only real issue right now is that the man-eater is in the void. So I'm just letting our dancer hold chicken knife right now because they have the best chance of landing that move. Leave me alone or you guys are gonna be problems again. But I don't know why I'm bothering running. I can just beat them up and get the experience and the job points. I'm so full of items. I'm not gonna risk getting just punched in the mouth again because I'm, you know, trying to avoid combat. I'm being careful because there are holes. By the by. Check it. Oh wow, is that they're really not? I say, hey, check it, and I go the one way that has no holes. Good job, me. I have failed at finding holes. Neat. There you go. Hole. Yeah, like, even without the chicken dance, that was a thief doing 3,000 damage with it. Ooh, Kotetsu. If I had a samurai, I'd be happy. Maybe. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, I found the one hole on that route. The game plan for us is Bart is going to be a dancer at the end of this. But I want him to have dual wield because words. You can hold to when you attack with your weapon. It's an attack that isn't an attack basically. It's not counted as a physical attack. So, like, if something is confused or what have you, or asleep, they aren't, that isn't broken by the dance, which is nice. But, if you have two weapons, you'll hit with both weapons, so that's just doing more damage. So, honestly, I would love to have our thief, well, no, our thief wouldn't have it. I want our ninja, well, our ninja's gonna have dance, and we want our dancer to have two swords. So that's the goal. Alright. Goodies. Goodies off to the sides. I want them goodies. Mostly to sell to make sure I'm full of items for when we head into the void. Because, I'm pretty sure we're going to be full on cottages. Delicious, delicious cottages. Yeah, that bird has a lot of HP in it. That bird's so full of HP. It's kind of wild. Yeah, I'm just gonna like stock up on a lot of pharmaceuticals before I go into the void. And then whatever's left over gets put into elixirs and crap for our ninja to throw. If I didn't need the Wonder Rod, we wouldn't even need to be in here. We'd already be heading into the void. But we want to beat Shinryu, and we don't have a source of berserks, so we need to get the access to Fork Tower. Which means we have to face this idiot. One of these is actually him. We don't know which one. Oh, that one was him. Okay. Are you over here now? Yes. If you attack all of them, they all counter. And it hurts. Okay, so that was a case of we hit the wrong one. Found you again. Well then. That worked out pretty well for us. Ta-da! Like, this team had some rough moments, but now that's mostly in its it has all the equipment it wants for endgame, it kicks a lot of teeth in. Not gonna lie. So we hit up Fork Tower. One last bit of shopping. And then, we're set to head into the void. And I think I'm gonna do something fun for Fork Tower. Because I can. Also, actually, another reason why I want to make sure I have enough HP is because I think we're going to need to tank Majesty. Well, what do I mean I think? I know we're going to have to tank Majesty. And this is a team with the lowest HP in the game. Basically, like, the only low health target we're missing is if instead of Ninja, we had Bard. Or Red Mage. If we had Bard, Red Mage, Dancer, Thief, I think we'd have the team that has the lowest potential HP in the entire game. And Majesty hits for 1600, I want to say. So unless we can somehow magically rush it down. We're gonna need at least 1 or 2 characters to be able to survive it. But considering you have the thing that gives you more chance to get Sword Dance, I'm surprised when the Thief still lands it, you don't. You have the higher percentage of landing it. What are you doing? Ah, one last bird before we leave. There you go, Tempting Tango. That's the confuse. That's the one I was thinking of. Anyway. There's Fork Tower. Let's... nap, and then we'll head in. There is, however, a couple of adjustments that I want to do before we actually go inside. Scram. Dance. Scram. Scram. There we go. Now you have to climb up both these towers at the same time. and fight your way up to the top and fight the bosses. Usually, you want to split up so they're about half and half. I'm gonna do something dumb. Growl's going up a left by herself. She's a proud, independent black mage what don't need no support. She's also really good at running away. Literally, this is what we came in here for. This is all we really need. But we have to complete the tower. We can't, like... This, as far as I'm aware, we can't leave. Maybe we can, and I'm just, don't remember, but... Reflect Ring. That's the magic side completed. Time for the physical side to get on up there. No magic can be used at all on this side. Iron muscles. Hey, what's that? Run away. That one showed up again because it was upset that we pulled a hey, look over there on them. Alright. Exactly at the same time. Do exactly as I do. Exactly as I do. Anyway. Ow. 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 You also shouldn't be able to use it anyway. You can't cast magic on this side of the tower. Also, I probably should have picked Bartler back up, but you know. I should have had Ferris pick up Bartler. While Lena continued to dance her little feetsies off. Hello. No. There you go. This is actually how you can... Fun fact, if you get a Fiesta that needs to go through Fork Tower, and you got a team that has no magic users, no one that can cast magic, what you do is you get a Reflect Ring, and just sit here. And let Omniscient cast magic at you and hurt himself. Towers can be optional. It depends on certain things. If you got Mine as one of your jobs, you will have to go through here. Because Fork Tower sits on top of the ship dock. And that's how you get to turn your airship into a submarine and get to the Sunken Waltz Tower. Otherwise, really the only other big reason to come here is if you need a Wonder Rod or you want access to Flare or Holy. The other things I can think of, Submarine also gets you access to Meteor if you want that time magic. Which could be a thing you may want, unless you're happy sticking with Comet. And if you want to get an enhancer for your Mystic Knight, though you can also get another one in the Void. That is basically everything we need so far. I just want to check a thing or three before I really just toss us into the darkness. Where is... Right. There was one other thing I wanted to do that involved here. Okay, right. I remember. So I'm actually going to take the chicken knife off of you. And put the Hermes sandals back on you. Oop. Oh, right. I came in from the north, so of course it's the north exit. Waka waka.
Waka waka!
Stock our high potions. Stock our Phoenix potion. Our Phoenix potions, you know. You know them. You love them. The Phoenix potions. But yeah, honestly, like, the only place you need... Once you have the first tablet, you can go into the Void. Everything else is just, do you want to go... to get additional things, more levels, more items, what have you. Especially in a 4 Job Fiesta, you usually don't need more than 4 items, or 3 items from the, one of the 12 legendary weapons. You only need 3 of them at most. Because usually there's going to be something better. Because if you have a vehicle to use Chicken Knife, because if you just basically attack with Chicken Knife as a chance to try and run instead, so you want to have a verb that lets you attack that isn't an attack. So dance off a dancer is perfect for that. Or rapid strike off of ranger. If you have a summoner or a blue mage, the air knife is your best weapon because it boosts power of wind magic. And Aroga is blue mage's best attack spell, and Sildra is summoner's best summon. Both are wind element. Monk doesn't need any weapons. The rest of them you can probably just grab something. That's usually how it breaks down. Yeah. I'm doing something way ahead of time for a fight that's not coming up for a while. You're not what I'm looking for. You're also not what I'm looking for. So I mentioned one of the dances is Confuse. And that's important for something you want to prepare for in the void. There. Now, this is where we don't want sword stance. Ferris, I told you this is what we didn't want. But thank you, I guess. A confused Poison Eagle will cast Float. We want Float. Actually, I could be fighting these things just to make it easier, but... Nope. Ferris, do I need to give you a weaker knife too so you would stop doing that? I'll do it. I'll drop you down to a main gauche. Wow, you are really being a problem with this, Ferris. Honestly, we could probably damage rush the boss I'm wanting to do down, but I kind of want to show this idea off. This requires, again, things to actually work in our favor and get us hitting the dance I want to hit. You know what? Give me that. We're gonna have Lena try. There, that's what we want. Thank you, Lena, for understanding the assignment. Now we wait. Or that happens. Cool. We finally get it and it punches itself in the mouth. That's the general gist of it. If you have a Beastmaster, you can just control it. Do it that way. Technically, I could also try North Mountain, but that's... You know what? I wonder if North Mountain would be the better chance for it. Because I know that they'll do that there. These guys are being a bit problematic. The main issue with North Tower is it's a bit more of a trek to get to. We do get to listen to this music, though, which is its own positive. Wow, the moment I touch... In World 3, this is where you would fight Bahamut if you wanted to fight Bahamut. Spoilers, if you have Sildra, you don't need Bahamut. The main reason to do it is if you're wanting to do completion's sake and have every summon. But a Wind Knife Sildra will outdamage Bahamut and at less MP. Let's see if this works any better for us. Actually, I think for confusion, we don't even want Gala Cats. I'm gonna I'll keep trying until they do it, but... Okay, there's one. The more floats we can have, the better. Okay, we'll sell for just one then. Now, the thing is, you gotta make sure Lena doesn't lose that. Resting will actually get rid of it, even though it's a buff, because resting gets rid of all of your, It clears that, which is unfortunate. Dying will also cause us to lose it, so... Why keep this sucker? Hooah! Head into Mirage real quick. That. I don't think you can equip the Kotetsu. Also, should probably put your weapons back on right now. Chicken knife. Assassin's dagger. You have access to death. Yes, we're good there. Tetsu, sell the Dragon Fangs, sell the Beast Killer, Crystal Helm, Protect Ring, Rising Sun, Defender, almost forgot, put the Rainbow Dress back on. Some of these things we actually don't need, but I'm keeping for... because they make me happy to have. So... $20 elixirs. I feel like that should be enough. But... we could have 25 elixirs. You know? Is that or I buy, you know, Fuma Shuriken for Ninja to throw, but the idea is he's gonna have chicken knife and his katana, so very likely will not want to be throwing at all. Like in a 6v6 hero shooter, you don't want to be throwing. By the way, it's always that one. For those who were wondering why I always go to that one, there are all these little void holes. That's the only one that actually takes you to the void, as I recall. So you always go to the one that was over Tycoon Castle. They get here. Since the void sucked up stuff from all over the place, you fight enemies from all over here. The bosses we'll be facing today. Amongst the ones that we've already fought, of course. Oh, wow, really? You straight up targeted my float user. You absolute a-hole. I go through all that work and you literally laser target my floating target character. This game has been so rude in this final seed, I swear. Those are indeed some big, even numbers.
Big, even numbers.
Those are indeed some big, even numbers, Square Bomb. Thank you for the 40 months, and welcome to us hopefully wrapping up our last Fiesta run of the season. I just had to do a quick reset because I have a character with float to show off a thing later, and one of the enemies we fought decided to hit our floater specifically for all her HP. Understandably, I was not very happy about it. Yeah, like that. Good, punch yourself in the mouth for me. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but alright. We want Lena to stay alive. Lena staying alive is very important for showing off a thing later. Honestly, it's the only reason, because Bart is so close to being done with, ninjas. The main reason why I'm even fighting anything and not just scrabbing our way through here. There we go. Guess I really don't have a good secondary knife for you. Something like that, I guess. Please give me time to... I haven't ever preemptive to actually let me put my stuff in before you punch me in the mouth. Thank you. Oh. Because you have the thief gloves on instead of sandals. Glad we noticed that. That would have been a problem. So, we need to keep float until we get to the castle. The castle basement, specifically. It's going to have what we want. Yeah, we're not dealing with you idiots again. I'm still amused at the fact that we have two ways to escape. We have Scram off of Thief and Smoke off of Ninja. Oh, dang it. Chose the wrong one. I think everyone has image. Right? You have image. You have image. You do not, but you are ninjas. So you'll get image. Hopefully. Before this is done. So everyone will have image for... Shinryu. That said, I still need to prep the Wonder Rod for that when we get to there. It'll be its own fun time. Wrong way. Now, I believe drinking from this pot will get rid of float, so we do not want to touch it, even though it is a free heal, no, free full heal. Okay, no, this is the right way. For a moment, I was thinking, wait a second, did I go the wrong way? No, I went the right way. Just blanked out for a second. Once we have basically everything, I think, but Shinryu squared away, we'll go to a nice safe spot and prep the Wonder Rod. One of these chests has that... I mentioned one of the reasons you may want to go and get the sub. I I mentioned the enhancer, which you can get in here. This is the area for that. There's a third ribbon, by the way. You can have almost your entire team in ribbons. If you aren't sticking to a... there it is. Four Job Fiesta. Or somehow got Dancer, Freelancer, and Mime as 3 of your 4 jobs. But you can also get an enhancer in one of the tablet dungeons that requires a submarine to access. So maybe if you had Ninja and Mystic Knight and you wanted to have 2 enhancers, maybe you'd head there and grab that, but I feel like it's not quite needed. Big problem of our team. They're very random based on if they're gonna actually land their attacks. Apparently they're deciding they don't want to do sword dance at all. Fortunately, Kryles is covering for their shortcomings. There you go. Someone understood the assignment. There's Image. There you go. Now they all have Image. Just as planned. Back to Scram formation. As I said, one of the big problems with this team is they are very, very squishy. I'm not particularly happy about that. But, you know, you work with what you got. No. This is your spot. This is your home. You live here. In slot 5. Hello, Omega. Goodbye, Omega. Hi, Golem. So since this pulls from all areas, you can find Ramu here as well. Because the town that he wanders around is also sucked up by the void. You find him in the next area, I believe. Hey, look, it's a panda. My MP! Well, that ruins that idea. Oh, thank you. Dancing frog. Ow. Yeah! Dancing frog! Oh. That could have been way funnier. Not gonna lie. That had actually done good damage. It would have been amazing. I will put it out there. I think, Dance is probably the potentially best. Well, it's probably somewhere between the second best and the worst option to have for verb for your chicken knife, just because of it being so stuck on chance for you to land it. I'm gonna close this book again. And go save. Honestly, this would feel a lot better once I can actually use tents and whatnot. There are cottages at rest points. I've been going through all this just to show off a trick. And I'm paying for it because Bartler keeps getting punched in the mouth. Open book again. This is where you can find Ramu. / Rama, as I will continue to call him. That's what his name looks like to me. How you would say it. Even if they've pointedly said that's incorrect. Let's do the fight first, because we're gonna want what's in there. That's the man-eater, I believe. Really? Thank you for immediately owning the guy, the person that I want to have the freaking... I need to have a live for the next fight. We were literally at the fight before the fight where this becomes relevant. You know what? I have a dumb idea. I kept all of these. You only use blue magic. I believe it's all reflectable. So... Actually... Let's just do you now. Hi. We're fighting you first. So, Catastrophe wants to use Earthshaker. Absolutely wants to use Earthshaker on you. And to ensure that he hits everyone with it, he will use 100 Gs if he sees anyone floating. You put a Reflect Ring on the floater, he will never attack. I could have had Hermes Chandles on everyone else, but like for a second I forgot like, oh, I can just fight him first. But yeah, this is how you cheese Catastrophe. Float plus a single Reflect Ring makes one of the endgame bosses absolutely useless. He never gets the Earthshaker. Actually, I think we want you to actually be a Black Mage. So we put you with Scram. You gonna be a little thief. Oh, you don't have dance. Interesting. So no, that is not the setup then. Okay. You go back to being... You are our thief for this. Huh. Weird. Again, now we can use save points. And this idiot is blocking one. Actually, you know what? Here. Let me do my dumb idea and see if this works like I think it will. Hi. It kind of sucks that both of the last two save points are blocked by a boss. No, you stop that. Oh, they're so slow without haste. Smack. No, you're old. You guys do know you have Sword Dance on your... You deserve that, honestly. Oh, there you go. Now I'm fine with Lena getting punched in the mouth, because We don't need float anymore. I'm gonna check something really quick. I think this is where we want to go. Oh no, that's Thor's hammer, right? See, if they all hit Sword Dance, we're going to do a lot of damage. If they don't, we have problems. Right, because those little corner areas are where the two pairs, where Thor's hammer is at 1, the other is a Hermes sandals. If you don't have the money, you can afford 3, but you can't get the 4th. You can get a free one in here. You can fight all these guys, but they're not worth it. They're obnoxious dudes. You want to go over here. Everyone wants to be so tempted. Where was all these tempting tangos when I was trying to get the float off, huh, guys? You're being very rude right now. If I remember correctly, this is where the man-eater is. Honestly, we might just have Thief be our item mule for the most part at this point. We're gonna need one. I believe... hoping we can see it here. We can kind of, you can actually see in this version who can equip what. I think the Man-Eater very much is a... Yep, it's a dancer-only weapon. We're gonna leave Thief in the back and ready to throw items. Its damage is just not what we're taking on right now. Everyone else has damage. We're gonna keep let up for utility. This is basically our team setup. This is basically everything. Which means in that case, I might want you to have the Mirage Vest for the extra defense. Do I want to prep the Run to Rod here? Part of me says yes. Okay, if this is what you guys are going to be doing, hold on a sec. Ow. Hold on. Can I be allowed? Game, please. I'm trying to pause so I can, do things quietly. And it's just acting even though it shouldn't be right now. Because I didn't pull this up ahead of time. Hold on. Wonder... One. So we did Cure, we did Poison. That's Silence. Protect. Mini. Akira. Raise. Fuse. Blink. Shell. Suna. Kiraga. Reflect. It is now primed. The next attack with that will be Berserk. Which is required for this team to defeat Shinryu. Also, ow! That was not the target I should have been doing that on. That said, it's prepped. You have everything set for the rest of the run up until Ned himself. Up until Ed. And the big thing there is just having the HP to survive Majesty. Which we may have to do a couple times because, again, our main source of damage is random chance. Thanks to Dancer being our main source of damage besides Cryle's Black Magic. Yeah, that. See if we can land it? Good damage. That's very good damage if it wants to behave. The question is, will it behave? And given how this run has been for us so far, I have doubts. Not the one I wanted, but thank you. Good old Haley Carnassus. You punch Kryle, explode. When the thief in the back row has the idea of doing sword dance, the other two should feel ashamed. You have slow scram, okay. And where was this run when I was going to fight Haley? Best farming room in the game right here. High chance for 2 Iron Giants. You're really gonna hit us with a double Ice Storm, Twitania. Really? Twitania, please. That's rude. If you attack Twintania, it counters with very nasty magic too, so... That, I can live with. Honestly, as long as Cryle is still up, it's all that really matters here. Do your cool trick. Show him the skull! I think this is the point we're going to probably do a little bit of farming. Because we need to get ready to survive Majesty. Which means we need multiple people to have at least 1600 HP. Means we get to abuse... one of the benefits of this version of the game. Four times experience on the biggest sack of XP in the game? Yes, please. Now, if you guys would just actually... There you go! Fartgler knows what it's about. Fartgler gets it. I think we could use this grinding time to get Cryle Dance, so she could be the rogue that I want her to be. But honestly, I don't want to go fussing that much with setting stuff up when this team works just as well. Just slightly lower damage magic-wise. Unless... There we go. However, with black magic may not be such a bad idea. Thief with max black magic could be useful. Means we get to do something like that. That little bit, that slightly less reliance on random for getting stuff done. I will take Thief of Black Magic secondary over Dance and have at least one more consistent form of damage. On our item mule, if needed. The only downside is her magic is not boosted at all, so... It's not going to be amazing. But it's going to be passable. Gives her something to do when her item mule services aren't needed. And helps with the grind here at the very least. Also, doing this HP now will help us with the fights leading up to Ned in general, too, so... Okay, so... Even Ninja are doing alright on HP. Kryle has a huge pile of MP. Which helps a lot considering she can't wear the gold hairpin either. So for those who don't know my plan of attack for Shinryu, you already know about the Wonder Rod. That's going to put Berserk. Which means it's to put him into basic, just hitting really, really hard. I checked earlier, and everyone can have Image. So everyone, other than Ferris, I believe, is going to have Image as their secondary. And Ferris is going to wear the armor that Kryle has on right now. And the idea is to keep Image up on everybody. So all those attacks will... all of his horrendously beastly attacks will whiff while we punch him out. Mirage gives you 2 blocks, so... should be able to get some damage in between keeping Image up. And if people go down, then we have a whole pile of Phoenix Downs. Won't be bothering with healing, because... I mean, when he hits you for all your health, healing is going to be kind of pointless. Man, what a seed to end up on. The only benefit of this is, as I mentioned, Sibling has a similar run, and so hopefully some of the ideas and tricks I messed around with can serve as things to call upon for when they run into these situations. Which they might even need even more because they won't have the... they have Time Mage instead of Black Mage. So if they don't go into the... go in and grab Meteor in the under... the Ocean Rift, the Ocean Trench, their magic damage is effectively non-existent. Ow. We got one that has crossed the Majesty threshold in our ninja. I want everyone to be able to survive Majesty, so... it might actually be a few more levels, just because Dancer has such an atrocious vitality stat. I'm feeling like the threshold is gonna be like 45. This may be one of our highest level teams to go up against Ned, just because we have such... Our best sources of damage are so unreliable. And our team is so horrendously frail. Okay. Oh, that was just the two that were already across the threshold, going higher. Going even further beyond! That's fine. Okay, that's Lena about the threshold. I believe once we get Bartler at threshold, at 15,000, we should be alright. Again, I think the safe line is 1,600, did I say 15,000? 1,500. Going to 15,000 is impossible. It'd be a lot farther than I thought, than what we're trying for. I think 1,600 is the threshold you want to be at, but 1,500 is pretty alright. I will give the Pixel Remaster this. If you need to grind, being able to not only bolster how much of everything you get, but also just automate, have everything on automatic, absolute chef's kiss. I never really looked into the fact that you could actually boost until this season. So I wish I had realized this back when I was having to farm the other team to survive Majesty. The run would have been done so much faster. We were farming Iron Giants with Odin. That's Lena safely over the Majesty line. Bartler is the last one. I might just leave it at this, honestly. Yo, how long is it to the next level? Oh. Actually. With 4 times, that's not bad at all. I may get 1 more level in him. Funny thing is, if I turn Ferris back into a thief, it could be a thief with dual wield. And Krile could be our ninja. But I think we're good. Back. See, I think turning off counters entirely is a bit too much. Speeding up the grind so you get it done sooner, I feel like it's fair game. Oh, wow, yeah, no. Yeah, because that team had to be 44 to get over the line because of the Bard. So, yeah. This team was the lowest. Having Mystic Knight to destroy the piece that does Majesty does wonders for having to lower the level your team needs to be. With that, I think we're ready to head into the last section of the Void. Everyone has, okay, everyone's set up for scramming. So we just make our run. Yeah. Not again. You guys were problematic enough before. And there he is, our friend. Nod to the Majesty. Nod to the royalty. And depart. We have a Greg to go talk to. Hi, Greg. Ow. Yes, got the shield first try. Delightful. Wow, you really don't like Lena. Is that because she's the actual consistent source of damage here? You should be worried about that one. Bartler? Steal Enkidu next? Well, Enkidu's already gone. He hasn't gotten Chicken Enkidu yet. He has to get to Final Fantasy XIV first before we can do that. Oh, you have that whole saving the whole world thing going on. Phooey. Yeah, even if I can't use the Genji gear, it's Greg. You gotta rob him. Like, even if I don't have a thief, by this point, I have the thief knife. So if I have someone who can use a knife, I'll have them trying to steal the last two pieces, if at all possible. Because it just feels right. Oh, I know 5 is when Enkidu first shows up. 14 is where Enkidu shows up as a chicken. Enkidu is in the second fight with Greg. On the ship. Oh, sorry, the third fight. But in 14 is where he's a chicken. And you can get him as a minion. Therefore, you can steal Enkidu from Gilgamesh. All right. I'm gonna be a problem for myself. Ability. Image. Ability. Image. Equip. Wonder Wand. Abilities. One. This is for you. Put on your black garb. Image. Mirage Vest. Alright, who's ready to see probably the dumbest way to approach beating Shinryu? Oh, Enkidu was a doggo in 12? I didn't play 12, so good to know. This is our Shinryu fight. Alright, Dragon Fang. Yeah, just steal. Yeah, just Just some dentistry partway through. Kryle's very talented. Image. Oh. I meant to do dance there. The only one who cannot refresh their image is Ferris. Everyone else can. The funny thing is, if you really want to, even without being able to do this, if you just have the Phoenix Downs throw around, he can only punch out one person around. As long as you're picking people back up liberally and keeping the damage up. He will fall down eventually. Mug. I'm hoping one of the little mugs is the one that kills Shinryu. Just the little, not the big, multiple thousand damage hits. The little 35 stab from Kryle. But nope, there it is. Shinryu down. Wow, it does not know how to handle Shinryu as a word. The funny thing is I forgot to switch off of, the switch back to the Magus Rod to do more damage. Whoopsie doopsie. It's fine though. Should have had that back on. There we go. Next stop. Getting access to our pre-final fight save point. Yeah, the two optional bosses, Shinryu is the one that you most consistently can do, as long as you have a source of Berserk. Which you can which you almost always will be able to because of the fact you can either get Power Staff as a drop off of an enemy, which is the staff version of the Wonder Rod. You just use it and it does Berserk. Or the Wonder Rod, which requires some setup. The four barriers! Here's my four barriers. Putting them in chat right now. So Drain is actually one of the only black magics that cannot be reflected. So this gives Black Mage something to do if we can't just, have reflected all our teams and just bounce our own magic back on them. Necrophobe will take no damage while the barriers are up. Just as an aside. You're wondering why I'm not trying to hit him. There you go, see? Even if there's just one barrier, he's not targetable. Well, he's targetable, but he takes no damage. I guess is the more correct way to put it. Oh, this will get rid of it. My barriers! His true power naturally is flashing people. You think I'm kidding you? Now we all have cool shades. Except for Bartler, who has a nice little ribbon on. Drops. Dance. Flare. Dance. There we go! Womp. Everyone, commence the wiggling! The last wiggle of our Fiesta season. There it is. Crime completed. The horns are so good in this version, I swear. Ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 ba da 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 da. I'm miming playing a horn, but you can't see it. I am playing an invisible horn. I like it because of the defensive pose. Crowd just looks like she's looking on in utter amazement. Just, it's him! It's the Gregamesh! Salutes for Greg if you got him. Oh, 07's for Greg. Only one piece remains. That isn't the piece. Ow. They had to guess one last time with something really obnoxious, huh? Let me just miss the teleporter entirely, it's fine. The power of the void! The power is tremendous!
Waka waka.
Honestly, if I had actually thought about it and wanted to swap things around while I was grinding, Equip Ribbon may not have been a bad idea for Black Mage and Thief. Because then I don't have to worry about White Grand Cross. Only one person would be potentially afflicted by it. Because they really didn't need anything else. I mean, Thief could technically use Dance or Black Magic, which, you know, I had. But, like, Black Mage, I was just putting Scram because I had nothing else I wanted them. They're not going to be doing anything else but Black Magic. So, getting Equip Ribbon on... Well, no, because you want the gold hairpin. So that wouldn't even work for that spot. Because you want the gold hairpin for half MP. So I guess at this point, if you have enough elixirs, maybe it'd be fine. Just thoughts. the big thing is honestly just the main sources of damage for each of the characters, or what their role is going to be, and being able to survive Majesty. Big thing is getting through this phase really quick, which is going to be a problem with Dance as our main source of damage on 2 characters. Cool. No, if you go White Hole, you know, the one that's immune to it, I'm all for it. Because I still have it, I'm using it. Why? In the advanced version, he literally just says this, why? And it's huge spacing in between, it's very funny. I had to make an emote out of it. Alright, now is where things get rough. We can defeat One Piece straight out through the magic lamp. It's the physical attacking piece, and it can be destroyed by Odin, specifically the Odin from Magic Lamp. Odin will never Zanzukin if you summon him in this fight. The Odin from the lamp will always use Zenitsuken, and thus slash the physical piece. I don't know why you didn't decide I couldn't go over here to press. Decided to just not read my inputs for a sec there. Like I was pushing down, it was not going down. So you got to have some free actions. There it is. The bottom piece, the right piece got hit with that. Oh, ow. What? There's Majesty. And, okay. Yeah, now... that was the problem there. Too much got to happen. That I didn't want to happen. That's the attack you have to be able to survive. That's Majesty. The fact that we had one person dead, another one petrified. Because he's got to act out, kind of hindered things for us.
Oh, that's transitioning. Yeah. When the menu disappears, you know that the hit is going to transition. Not the best state to be in for the transition, but... Why? I thought the Majesty piece, the physical piece, is the one that got stopped by the, got removed by the Odin Cleave. So just getting punched in the mouth immediately after was like, no, actually. Actually, I think, no, it's the attack magic one. This is how I want my opener to go. Oh, jeez. Okay, the Majesty hits harder than I expected. I might actually need a couple more levels. I thought I had them above the Majesty line. I did not. Okay. I might actually have to do a couple more level grinds.
Got it. That's it. That's what we wanted. No more Majesty. Majesty has been turned off. The bottom piece is what does Majesty. The reason why you can do a lower level situation with Mystic Knight is because that piece can be petrified, but it's a very... The only way you can do it is through Breakblade. So if you have Mystic Knight and Magic Lamp, that's 2 pieces of X-Def done in your first 4 actions. Breakblade, I guess 5. Breakblade, use Breakblade on bottom part, while everyone else is using the lamps, and you delete the magic piece and then petrify and remove the Majesty piece. Yep. No longer majestic. The scary part is going to be once we delete one piece. Because once one of the pieces is down, there's only one left, he goes into pissy boss mode. And I have no idea which piece has... A couple have gotten... Oh, there it is. Now we literally need, sword dances right now. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. Sword dances, Bartlar. Yes, like that, Ferris. Thank you. There he is! Ned down. There you go. Not a triple crown, because this team is not facing Omega. But Shinryu and Ned. With everyone still alive, too. I think we had it so we didn't have anyone dead for any of our kills of Ned. So everyone survived. Thank you for the gamer. Thank you for the gamer, Square Ball. There you go. Glad we managed to fit in 3 fiestas this season. The last 2 seasons we did 2 apiece. This time I jumped in, I think, basically at the start. And managed to fit in a whole extra run. Good times. That said, part of me kind of wants to maybe pick up the randomizer again. I have not done the randomizer in a long while. I may wait a little bit, of course. But, it could be fun to break that sucker out again after we've, given the Fiesta season some time to, you know, put some space between the Fiesta season. I'm not familiar with Dimensions, but the whole idea for the Fiesta season is just doing, you know, the 4 Job Fiesta. Unless it's like a hack of 5. like Career Day, which is the randomizer. Oh, it's a remake of Final Fantasy 3. Interesting. Maybe? The main issue, again, is, like, I don't think Four Job Fiesta, like, the Gilgabot is not set up to give me jobs for 3. It's specifically designed for 5. Oh, so it's like Final Fantasy 3, but it's its own game. Okay. Yeah, no, because the whole idea of the Fiesta season, like, maybe I'll play that some other time in the future. I don't, for the Fiesta season, I at least want to be, one day during, the streaming week be doing Fiesta, so doing a Final Fantasy 5 run. But I'll have to look into that. Like, link it to me in the Discord, like, where I can hunt it down, maybe. And maybe that'll be on my list of games to play in the future. I'm always looking for more stuff to add to my list. Especially for the long plays. Because, should be wrapping up Astalon tomorrow. Which means I need to find a new game to long play through. Honestly, I haven't thought too much about that. Like, I have ideas for what to do with the Fiesta being over. Which is, start double tapping, working through Final Fantasy 14. For those who haven't seen. I am doing my second run-through of Dawn Trail. Get my second character through the main story quest. And just kind of chillaxing, pointing out the things I liked, things that, I think they could have improved here and there to better tell the story from my point of view. And just kind of approach it all with the knowledge of knowing what happens in it. So if that's your, that catches your interest, we're going to be doing that. I'm not sure how long that's going to take, honestly, but I feel like it's going to be at least a couple weeks. Especially if I'm doing 2 streams. Okay, yeah, as I said, we'll have to look into it and determine a whole setup for what system it's on, and if it's something I can potentially stream, or, But again, just drop it in the Discord. If you haven't already, and I can take a look at it. I mean, I did Crystal Project, which was, again, a, job-based RPG game, and I had a lot of fun with that. I'm not against doing those. Ooh. I don't think I've ever streamed actual Final Fantasy Tactics. That could be fun. If I can finagle it, probably PSP version, just because it has some more stuff in it. But if that doesn't work out, we can always fall back on the PlayStation version. The original version. That said, I don't think it's gonna be my next long play game because, again, if I'm working on playing, getting through the main story quest of Dawn Trail, that's gonna be Wednesday Final Fantasy 14, Friday Final Fantasy 14, Saturday Final Fantasy Tactics. That's just a huge swath of Final Fantasy, and I feel like that might be a little bit too much. So I may look for something not Final Fantasy-esque for our next long play once Astalon is done. I'm thinking maybe a Gundam game. We'll see. Wow, Captioner. Captioner, I said Gundam. There you go. I see Captioner's opinions on giant robots is questionable at best. Yeah, even with this team, which was pretty rough, we managed to finish it in about 13 hours, give or take. 12, 13 hours. Though I will admit, it probably would have been a few more hours if I didn't have the quad experience for the couple times I grinded. That might have probably added another hour or two to it. But for stream purposes, I feel like it's fine to just crank the multipliers up and just get that out of the way. Because it's committing to the grind, but just making it faster for the convenience of stream purposes. One last time, I become super aware and uncomfortable with the fact I named him Bartgler. It's no Carbutzel, that's for sure. I don't think I could top that one. Blarts was okay. Pretz. There you go. That's a good name. I suggested to another streamer, Ryudo, if you have not know of him, you should check him out. He's a really rad streamer. He was doing his first Final Fantasy Fiesta run and playing Final Fantasy in general. Final Fantasy V in general. And we suggested he call the main character Buns. And it's actually an interesting... He gave a very interesting thought on the matter of... He liked the idea of doing a fiesta for his first run of Final Fantasy V. Specifically because with so many jobs, you can get kind of an executive dysfunction on not knowing what jobs to put on and where and what to level. And having the fiesta tell you, okay, you are using just these 4 jobs, helps simplify it a lot. Which, honestly, does sound like it would be very helpful for someone who would be overwhelmed by the, what's it, I think total of 14, 16 jobs? Maybe 12? Somewhere between 12 and 16 jobs. And all the things that they have. You get to focus on just those 4. And then you can, branch out from there. I had never thought of Fiesta as a way to get into Final Fantasy V before. Like, if you've never played it before. But it's a neat idea. It does require having some of that additional knowledge. Especially if you get a awkward team comp like mine. knowing things like snapping, or even just without that, just knowing things like how to snap rods. You know, knowing to get reflect rings in Barrier Tower to help with the crystals in the Forest of Moor, with X-Death, with Catastrophe, if you can finagle float on your characters somehow. The fact the chicken knife exists and where to get it and how it works. Just having, that knowledge, as long as you have that knowledge, I feel like it will help a lot with that first Fiesta run. Because you don't get the benefit of, if you're running Final Fantasy V normally, you can just make sure you have jobs that have the skills that you need to solve the situation. You may not always have that easy answer if you have a Fiesta team. Which makes me feel like I'd like to know more about all the more intricacies of the game, so I can kind of, as I do a Fiesta run, describe ways to approach every fight. Like every boss fight specifically. So it can be kind of serve as a primer, a guide, an assist for someone who wants to try Fiesta and get to know, regardless of what jobs they get, they can know, oh, hey, if I have someone who can use rods, when I get the Karnak, I should be buying these rods because I can snap them on these bosses. Or, okay, I got Summoner, I should make sure that I get Sildra in the Pirate Cove in World 3 and equip him with an air knife. Air knife is going to be your best weapon there. Or just, okay, I have chicken knife. Do I have a character, no, I have someone who can use the chicken knife. Well, most people will be able to use the chicken knife because most classes can equip knives. The question is, do you have the verb? Do you have an action that can let you use the chicken knife and not worry about the flee attempt? So moves like Mug, Dance, X-Strike off of Ranger. I feel like there's another one I'm not thinking of right now. I think Samurai has a verb that actually bypasses chicken knife. I think in the original in the original Advance, I think it was called Sword Slap, but they gave it a different name in the remaster. A jump with Dragoon. Jump bypasses the chicken knife. It's a slow way to bypass the chicken knife, but I think it works. But yeah, like even knowing things like, oh hey, I have someone who can have access to the Death Scythe, which is Berserker, or a Freelancer, or the Killer Bow, again, Bard, not Bard, Ranger or Freelancer. Manticore slash Chimera Brain, one of the Meteorite bosses, can be insta-killed with a Death Scythe. And one of the safest ways to deal with the crystals is getting Mini on your Death Scythe slash Killer Bow user and just keep trying for the instant death proc. Absolute safest way to deal with the crystals. And then also just like doing things like, hey, the lamp. Pick up the lamp. No matter what run you're doing, grab that lamp. Having to fight 3 pieces of X-Death is always going to be better than having to fight all 4. I don't care how big your damage is. Take the free -1. Yeah, I'd love to like put together like a full kind of primer on what fun tactics you can use for every single boss. Like, fun fact, and this was actually for my Blue Mage run, if you go back and watch the VOD of it up on my YouTube. Did you know Garula can be toaded? You can turn Garula into a frog. Yeah, there's exactly one way you can do that outside of the randomizer in normal progress. And that's with Frog Song, which is a spell Blue Mage can learn. And there are frogs in the sewers of... It's either the sewers of Wall's Castle. If not there, then definitely in Wall's Tower itself. Because one of the fun things this game does is it does very frequently give you a useful blue magic before a boss where it can be useful. Like for Garula, you can get Frog Song. In Barrier Tower, you can get access to Time Slip, which puts sleep. And shoot, what's its name? I'm actually blanking on its name. Giant Mouth. The boss of Barrier Tower can be slept. You can put it to sleep and then just hit it with magic until it dies and ignore its entire gimmick. Atomos. That's what it was. I knew I'd remember it soon enough. Now, what are some other fun ones I just off the top of my head? I mean, beyond just, what rods to snap on what, ice rods are going to be... Fire rods are going to be great against... Ice rods are going to be great against Ifrit and Living Flame, obviously. Fire rod is good for Byblos. Thunder rods are going to be amazing when you're trying to get into Ronka. Rods in general are still very good for dealing with the meteors. Because if you can kill all the Ouroboros, the little bomb boss, at once, they can't revive each other. Otherwise, they only have enough MP to arise twice, so you just kind of punch them until they run out of MP, which is another option if you don't have good AoE. But yeah, just keeping a bunch of rods before you go into... Buying a bunch of rods before you go into World 2, because they're gonna... If you have a rod snapper, just because... They're very handy there, too. You can use them against Greg. You can use them against the Dragon Grass. And then you can keep one of each for when you get access to the level 3 spells and just hit really hard until you get to World 3 and get your Magus Rod out of from the legendary weapons. If you have a black mage or, Because again, Air Knife is best in slot for Blue Mage and Summoner. What else? I guess the only thing I mentioned is, yeah, along with the death, the insta-death weapons, getting those reflect rings out of Barrier Tower can help make surviving when the crystals get angry more manageable, even though it's going to make it hard to kill them because they absorb the magic that they do. But if your damage is enough to outpace that, that can make them getting angry be less troublesome for 2 of them. Because Aqua Breath and Earthshaker are not reflectable. But also having the reflects can be very useful against X-Death at the end of World 2. As I showed, you can also use it in Fork Tower. If you need to climb Fork Tower and you don't have a good magic user, just slap a reflect, or not a magic user at all, but you need to get to the areas past Fork Tower for whatever reason. Just send in a single character with a reflect ring and just let them sit there and defend, and the boss will kill itself. The always fun thing of the first boss that blocks the... I showed this off on my Blue Mage run too. The first of the bosses that blocks the save points in the Void is actually a Blue Mage. All the magic he uses is blue magic. If you learn self-destruct from a bomb and use it on him, he'll learn it, and then he'll use it and kill himself. It's very funny. What's another fun one? The boss that possesses Lena at the beginning of World 3, that I cannot remember for the life of me its name. Persephone or something like that? Can be confused. And if you can keep her confused, she never will actually do her barrier change antics. And she starts weak to fire. So if you could just hit her really hard with a very powerful fire attack, like say a flame boost, a fire rod boosted Firaga or two, or just confuse her and keep smacking her with fire magic, you can ignore her entire gimmick. There's like so many fun little things that I kind of want to, try and remember to mention when I do my Fiesta runs, so I can kind of provide that information to other people who may watch and want to get ideas for their own Fiesta runs, whether they're in one or if they're thinking about doing a Fiesta. That way they can have that knowledge to help them out. Yeah, I think that's about... I think that's all the tricky tricks I know off the top of my head, besides, just the raw power of coin toss. That's not a trick, that's just a way the game is. You can spend money to solve problems. If you get Samurai, congrats. Be willing to grind for a lot of money, because it is now your weapon. Yeah. Oh, I think the only other one I can think off the top of my head, because it's a boss I don't normally fight. In the Sea Crevice, where you can, what's one of the tablet locations we didn't go to, where you get the time magic. I think the 3 little pigs are vulnerable to Odin. You can Zanzuke in the 3 little pigs. I think that kills them and wins you the fight. I think. It's been ages since I've been down there. because most Fiesta runs, almost all Fiesta runs, I believe, don't need to go down there. Unless you really want to have the strongest time magic attack spell. Dance! Dance the next step! Show him your funky fresh moves. He cannot stand them. I'll need to remember that the Majesty line is not 1500, 1600. I definitely want to make sure my characters have 1700 if I have no way to deal with Majesty. That's like, I need to internalize that number. Though it could be specifically they hit that hard because I had a lot of frail characters that may not have the additional bit of magic resist they needed to survive the Majesty hit. Fend. Oh, no, it actually still was not my longest. I still managed it in 12 hours. Really? It was actually one of my fastest. Really? Wow. Again, I feel like we probably want to add on an hour or two to that because we did make it 4 times grinding, so... I'd say its time is probably closer to up here. This is a bit of a liar's time. Thanks to the 4 times boost for the grinding. Because we did 3 grinds total. We did 1 in a fire ship to deal with liquid flame before I just sat down and stole a bunch of high potions. We did it before crystals because I was having issues solving them. And then at the end to survive Majesty. So yeah. I'd say adding maybe 2 hours or so would be about fair, so. Still faster than this team. Which is wild because they got to absolutely ignore Majesty altogether, so they didn't even need to grind for that. But I guess that was me also de-rusting and trying to remember how everything goes in from the last Fiesta. But if I can keep, if I can keep improving my times, just for like, I'm not a speedrunner. I don't. I've seen speedrunners who can actually beat the game in like 3 hours. With access to all jobs. But seeing how quickly I can finish a Fiesta and try, is kind of fun. Getting it down to basically 3 streams of Fiesta. It's pretty rad. I don't think I'll ever be able to drop it down to 2 unless I get a really amazing squad. It would be neat if we could manage that. An 8 to 10 hour run. Like if we got, I don't know, Black Mage, would it be better to have Black Mage or Blue Mage first? Honestly, I think it's the question there. Because Blue Mage would be better in the end. And has some fun utility. But maybe the raw damage of having Black Mage first would be better. Either one is always, I think, is probably one of the strongest first jobs to get. There you go. Once again, thank you everyone who came by and hung out at all during this Fiesta season. Since we're wrapping up the Fiesta season in general, I just wanted to thank everyone who came by. Special thanks to everyone who came by and hung out for this one. Whether you watched it live, checked out the VODs afterwards on Twitch, or when I upload them to YouTube, because I will be doing that. And hopefully I'll see you guys for next Fiesta season. And if you are still working on your own Fiesta runs, I hope you have a best of luck and get you many crowns. If you're in my Discord and you want to just have questions about how to handle certain situations during a Fiesta run, feel free to hit up. If I can't answer them, I got a couple other people who do Fiesta runs in there that could also probably field some of the questions. And let's see here. Oh, as I mentioned, tomorrow we will hopefully be wrapping up the final story mode of Astalon Tears of the Earth. If last stream is any indication, it took about a stream to finish off almost the entirety of Black Knight, and we got about as much of a head start, if not a bit more, on Gargoyle at the end of that stream. So hopefully we'll finish that tomorrow. Or if it ends up being surprisingly taxing, I can see being maybe another stream and a half before that's done. So definitely swing on by tomorrow if you're interested in seeing that. And definitely stick around afterward, because we have a special raid person we're going to be raiding into. Let me see if I can actually shut them up right here. Dorian? They're playing a lot of bad games. The marathon tomorrow, starting, I believe, at 9 a.m. and going to 9 p.m. They're doing this to raise money to buy birthday presents for their kid for their birthday. So if you guys can make it in, spread the word, maybe throw some bucks their way, I'm sure they would greatly appreciate that. And we'll definitely be raiding into them after stream tomorrow, so. If you come into my stream and hang out, definitely stay afterward to raid over to that. That's tomorrow's raid. For today's raid, I think... Oh, is he still going? Yeah. We'll raid over to Author Blues, who is doing a retro achievements of Zelda Four Swords with 3 other people. I was watching a bit of it before stream. It is a fun time. Let's go ahead and get them up on screen here. Go ahead and show them some love. I said hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for Astalon. If not, you take care of yourselves, be excellent to one another, all that good stuff. Have yourselves a great weekend, whether it's with me or not. And let's get this raid rolling, shall we?
Why does it make a chicken sound?
I don't know. Because it's
the
chicken of the It's the chicken of the sky.
You ever just see something playing out in slow motion? You're like, I know where this is going.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
Ta-ta for now, everyone, and I'll see you all
plugged into it.
next time.
To play 4-player, yeah, you could play 1 player with just a regular GameCube controller if you wanted.
You also only
Yeah, but what
needed.
fun's that?
You also only needed a.